Hi, my name is John Self, the creator of the new Restaurant Manager video series and the book series. This channel is dedicated to helping new restaurant managers get ahead, work smarter, not harder, and avoid common problems that can hurt careers when you're just starting out. So today's topic is, do you go with a family-owned or independent restaurant, or do you go with a chain? Now, I usually recommend that a new restaurant manager go with a restaurant chain as a first company. There are two real reasons for this. The first, that in a chain, you'll be given probably between 2 to 4 months as a manager trainee with no management responsibilities, where you'll have time to train in each position, learn administration, learn the culture, and work with management before you have any real responsibility for supervising employees or costs. In many, not all, but many independent restaurants, you will not have that luxury of training for any length of time with no responsibilities. Often you will take over a department, servers, bar, kitchen, immediately because you were hired to fill a management need. While getting right in may sound good, you want to start your career as soon as possible, it is not good for a new manager. When you have little to no experience, having immediate responsibilities can be overwhelming, since you are expected to perform immediately. This is multiplied if the restaurant has any cost or labor problems, which can get very frustrating since you have just become a manager and probably have no idea how to fix the problems in the first place. But the reality is that if you can't fix the problem in a short period of time, maybe 3 months, you just might quit or be invited to quit. The second reason is the obvious lack of opportunity for growth in a single unit restaurant. I mean, where can you go? Unless one of the daughters or sons is a potential marriage partner, there's probably very little potential promotion. But the other side of this is that you just may have landed in a perfect opportunity for growth. If the owner wants to grow the concept, this could be a golden opportunity to be on the ground floor as the company expands. I've worked for 2 family-owned restaurant chains, one really good experience and one really bad experience. So, of course, I'm going to tell you the bad experience. The story begins when I was totally happy as a GM in a chain with rumors that I would soon be promoted to supervisor over 5 restaurants. I'd been GM 3 times with this chain already. I was GM for 2 progressively higher sales restaurants, with the last one being the 5th highest sales in the chain of over 100. And I had also been the opening GM for a new concept that had strong growth. But an opportunity appeared that seemed good enough to at least take a close look. It had the additional benefit of being close to my then wife's parents, since we had always lived far away from them. The restaurant chain was medium-sized in number, around 20 I remember, but at the time had one of the highest sales per unit in the United States. I thought, not too shabby. The chain advertised that it was going to refresh the chain from top to bottom, beginning with management, going away from hiring only relatives and relatives of relatives. To this end, they hired a great CEO from another modern restaurant chain, and this CEO is beginning to hire experienced management from other chains to speed up the professionalism and expansion. They were advertising that GMs would get a higher than competitive salary, great benefits, company car, and 10% of the profits of the restaurant. I thought, I'll never get 10% of profits in my current chain, probably any other chain. And most chains, although not all, some give company cars, but mine didn't. And it started to sound very interesting. So they flew me up to talk to the new CEO and visit a couple of the restaurants. I really liked the CEO. He was an outsider, he was new, and he was enthusiastic about revamping the chain, was passionate about hiring the very best managers he could, and was drawing up aggressive expansion plans. He told me that I would be on the fast track and would be GM in 8 weeks. I said, okay, I'm in. So I turned in my resignation, became a trainee, then assistant manager, and sure enough, I was made GM in 8 weeks. So far, so good. What could possibly go wrong? Well, the car turned out to be a station wagon, and not even a new station wagon. Definitely not the BMW or Porsche that I was expecting. Note to self, ask what kind of car. Oh, got it. Turns out the company car was expected to pick up liquor at the state liquor store for the restaurant. Therefore, the station wagon. Didn't know that. The good news was that the GM was expected to only work day shifts. The assistants only worked night shifts. Well, I personally love this. I couldn't handle my assistants never working a day shift, so I got permission to work one night shift per week to at least give them a little bit of a break. But wait, what about the serious carrot of 10% profit of this very busy restaurant? That will more than make up for the company car, right? Right? Well, in corporate restaurant chains, all managers can see the entire P&L from beginning to end. But not here. The GM could not see the back page, the one with the profit on it. So let's see. 10% times the profit. Oh, wait, I can't see it. Guess what? There was no profit. 10% times 0 equals 0. Yep, nada, zip, nothing. Kind of amazing that the restaurant never made a profit. They kept stalling me along, telling me this and that, and anyway, it got worse. The CEO was fired. I knew this was the beginning of the end for me because the owner was taking over the company, taking it back to the family with relatives from top to bottom. Sure enough, the environment changed drastically to toxic, at least for me. New ideas and outsiders like myself were no longer welcome. I was there less than a year, lots and lots of lessons learned. Main lesson, ask lots of questions, vet it. Leave comments below if you've been there, done that, or just have some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Take care until the next one. Bye.